What's up, y'all? It's Ken Sean.
Nick the intern.
And Ludwin.
You didn't have a mic, so we got to get close.
Ludwin.
Yeah, he's chilling. Right here we have probably a much-awaited release for the spring-summer season. It is Kaptain Sunshine, a favorite of, I think, the community. We also love Kaptain Sunshine. They just do incredible takes on just like American heritage stuff, but they add their little like funky tweaks and different fabrications. We have a lot of stuff, so I'm just gonna get right into it. The first piece we have up are these Gurkha shorts that are not actually really Gurkha at all. They have it's kind of like a side tab short that's just a bit longer lined. You see those side tabs right there, and then the extended waistband up in the front. These nice pleats right here in the front as well as some pockets and a clean little booty, but you got the welt pocket right here in the back. And the fabrication is gonna just, the fit is great. It's going to be a little bit longer lined, a little bit wider, and come up a bit high. But the fabrication is going to be a wool paper. So it's really light. Is basically what it is. It's just a nice, almost like tropical wool type. But just super light. You can't see through it. But if you do hold it up to the light, you do see some light shine through. Yeah, just a nice little, little
sartorial short, I think.
It's a sartorial short.
As you can see here.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
right
styled
here.
behind us with
Sartorial.
the mannequin. No, nice little neutral color, so you can style a bunch of things with it. In terms of sizing on this guy, I'd say it's probably quite true to size. I know Ludwin owns a pair of these. I'll get close to him.
Yeah, no, of course. I do own a pair of these. I wear them quite frequently in the summer. Yeah, and I'd say, honestly, they're pretty true to size as far as, like, Japanese to American sizing goes. I'd say take your true size, or if you're in between, size up, because the waist is pretty, like, snatched in. And you can always make it smaller with the side tabs. You can't make it bigger. So, yeah.
Heed his warnings. He knows. The next pieces we have up are going to be the Riviera pantaloon, whatever they call it. This is going to be a pleated trouser with the self belt. I always like a self belt because it's just a really easy thing for the summertime. It's just one less thing you got to worry about. You don't have to grab a belt to put with your trouser. It's almost like an easy pant. And don't get me started on the drawstring pants that we're going to get into. That's just super easy summertime stuff. But this comes in 100% cotton sateen. And it's going to be a very, very smooth sateen and also pretty light. More of like a midweight. You can definitely wear this throughout the seasons. It's not, relegated to just spring, summer. You do have those cuff bottoms, nice straight fit through the leg. And then a nice, with those pleats, you just have a nice little relaxed opening as well. And then this one does have the two welt pockets in the back, so not as clean of a booty, but it's cool. We have this nice, I forgot what color we called it, but it's like a light olive sage type color.
Sage.
Yeah, and then here we have the cream, so definitely things that you can style with some jackets, dress it up a little bit, or you can keep it casual, put a Portuguese flannel shirt with it, and you'll be good to go. In terms of sizing on this guy, I'd say go true to size. I would typically be a 34 on these, and that's what I would go for. They feel very, very soft. There's also a little bit of stretch on these, which is crazy because there's no elastane, just 100% cotton, which is cool. The next pieces we have up are going to be what they call the walk easy pant. And this is really more of like a drawstring pant. There's not any elastic in the waistband. This is just going to be straight drawstring, and then you do actually have a button fly right here, just for anything you need to do with your button fly. And then you do have those like military like Baker pant details right here in the front. You guys can see Ludwin rocking it right here expertly. And I'm actually just going to hand him this.
I mean, they could hear me. It just sounds like I'm far away. But I'll hold it. Yeah, I'm wearing the pants here. I'm taking the size 36. So, like, I'm usually in between 34 and 36, but I go with the larger. Honestly, I couldn't even get the 34 past my thighs. It's without any, like, button closure. There's not any stretch in the waist either, so you're going to want to make sure you can pull them up above your hips and then cinch them in, because that's generally how they're meant to be. So measurements may seem a little bit off for a waist. It might seem like it's larger than a usual waist tag that size, but definitely take your usual size, because otherwise you're not even going to get them up.
Show folks the waist. Show
Oh,
them
there you go.
how the waist should look.
Yeah,
Just so,
so-
you know, because
so-
you can go with a larger
There's
size.
some gathering here, but
Yeah.
that's just how it's meant to be, you know? But otherwise, yeah, it's good. You could also make it so the gathering groups towards the back if you want a cleaner front. Everybody can kind of do their own little thing with them, but a lot of shape, a lot of just like nice flow. But it's in a really crispy, nice like cotton linen. Really, I enjoy it a lot. It has like a dry, smooth hand. I feel like cotton linen can kind of have like a washed, lived-in feel. This kind of captures that, but still has a very like new crispness to it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, nice cotton linen, nice and crisp. He said all the words. We have what they call the vintage khaki, which is what Ludwin was wearing, and then we also have this navy that's pretty dark, but there is a good bit of blue to it, so it is like a true navy. And then the last one we have up, I'm just going to fasten this to myself. For the trousers. Are going to be some jeans. Kaptain Sunshine has carried denim for quite some time. We haven't picked it up. I think we're always just, you know, it takes us some time to like, you know, really be convinced by things. But, you know, we thought we would try these denim out because the shape looked really cool. The top block is going to be pretty relaxed, which I like. I have, I guess, like an athletic leg, so my thighs are a bit larger. And I like the fact that the rise is nice and high, so you get, you know, a good bit of coverage. And then the thigh is nice and ample, and they do come down to a nice taper down at the bottom. In terms of the actual denim itself, it's a pretty crispy denim. I believe these are 13 ounces, but they do actually have quite a good hand to it. Yeah, and you guys can see the little nep in it. If you don't know the nep, it's just like those little white little threads coming out from the weft out to the front of the denim. That kind of just looks like they're washed out and kind of just gives it a little bit of a cool look. Other than that, you have those standard details. You have the back pockets that do have the old school kind of rivets right here in the back that are hidden from the front. And then special to the Kaptain Sunshine, guys, I'll show you guys the white denim as well. You do have that leather patch right here in the back instead of it being on the outside, which I think is a neat little detail. Just separates it from the rest of your denim if that's something you're into. And the white ones are also pretty crispy and neppy. You guys, they look like they've been washed a bunch, and they have just a whole bunch of texture to it.
Show that selvage ID.
Oh, let's see the selvage ID. You have that nice little. It's almost like a pink. I'm sorry, my sunglasses is here. Yeah, this is a pink.
It's almost like a brown.
Yeah,
like a
a pinky. Yeah,
Like a mauve.
it's a mauve.
Come on.
Mauve is the color, and then also on this guy as well. This one is more of like a beige as well. And then you have that nice cool little chain stitch runoff right here on the front. And that is going to be the trousers. I'm going to hand this bad boy off to Ludwin for some top.
Hey, it's Ludwin. I'm in for phase 2 of Kaptain Sunshine. We're going to talk about some of the tops to wear with these beautiful bottoms over here, guys. First one up is, if you've been following Kaptain, you know this tee. It's their Suvin Supima cotton. It's incredibly like long, staple, lightweight, really fine cotton. And the shape they do with it is really nice. It has a really pretty like substantial collar, and that collar like really hugs the neck. So some people get like the bacon neck, or they're like, oh no, it looks like an old tee. This is looking like the freshest tee you've ever worn for a while. I've had mine for some years now, and it still looks really clean. I think it wears really nicely under a sport coat. It almost looks like you're wearing like a knit underneath, but it is just a regular, not regular cotton knit, but you know, it's what you expect of a t-shirt. It's not like an actual thick knitting that's going on. But then otherwise, the body is pretty relaxed. You're going to want to take, I guess it's funky because it's a t-shirt sized in chest sizes rather than letters. But you can figure 36 is a small, 38 is a medium, 40 is a large, 42 would be the XL. And size accordingly. Yeah, really nice, really smooth. Wear the smooth things. Bam. Next up, we have got 2 skipper polos. 2 pretty great ones. It's hard for me to hold those. One of you guys want to hold one of these? Thanks, guys. Yeah. We've got them. I believe they're 100% merino wool. Yeah. Sure. So usually a lot of these like summer polos that we do, we have them in cottons, we have them in linens. This time, you know, wool isn't like a fall winter only cloth. In spring summer, it works really well, especially in something this lightweight. It's just temperature regulating more than anything, and it wicks moisture a whole lot better than cotton too. So this is something I know a lot of guys, they're not like washing their things after every wear, and I think wool is kind of conducive to that. It's like has antimicrobial features. And Kenshawn's wearing the black one incredibly well. Actually, it's like a very dark navy. They call it navy, but I think it looks almost like black in this light.
It's more like a midnight.
Yeah,
but
and,
you know, looks well.
yeah, and I think you can appreciate the details on body. It has like a very like geometric, fun like triangular shapes going on. You get like the triangle from the main placket, then it juts off to the side. You know, strong line, and then the pointed collar just kind of goes out. So it's just really, really pretty. Frames like your face, and it almost looks like he's just like a little floating bust above like a really nice detailed shirt. And I'm really into it. I like how the sleeves kind of just wear relaxed, as opposed to a lot of them do hug the sleeves, going for like a more vintage fit. This kind of fits like a t-shirt, just with really nice details up there at the collar. So we have those two colors that I mentioned, that really dark navy, as well as this kind of almost like khaki, like in between olive beige color.
I'm wearing a size 40, by the way.
He's wearing a size 40, and he usually takes a US large, so this makes sense. Yeah. So that tracks, size accordingly. Next up, we've got two more skipper polos, but this time in that kind of knit texture that I was mentioning. We have it here. This is one that we've had in the past, this time just in two different colors, kind of in like the shades of like espresso. This is like a little bit more milk. This is just like a little bit of sugar maybe. And you get, the same that you'd expect on like a cotton classic knit polo, except they do have some extended ribbing, both there on the collar, on the cuff especially, but the waist is also a pretty, gratuitous amount of ribbing there. And that just kind of lets it cinch around the waist, and then the rest of the body is pretty like relaxed and billowy. I feel like looking at the chest measurements in your usual size, this is gonna read as very relaxed. And it kind of is. That's how it's supposed to be worn. But if you do size down to try and make it fit more normal, you're just going to have a knit that's much shorter than you need, and also the sleeves would come up much shorter. So I just advise take your regular size, and you're going to be doing good. We have it on a mannequin right there. You can kind of see wears nicely under a jacket. And it kind of goes with the rest of the tones we've got going on for Kaptain Sunshine. Really, really nice stuff. This, again, is going to be sized the same way as the other guys, 36 to 42. Take your usual size. You're chilling. Next up is a shirt that I'm actually wearing. This is their kind of like their artist smock. It's a popover. It's that same like crispy cotton linen that I was talking volumes on earlier, that the pants that I'm wearing are made out of. So yeah, I believe primarily cotton, but then some linen in there. Some of the details that I really appreciate are like the metal buttons. I feel like it's unexpected, but it works really, really well, especially with how like desaturated this color is. It's almost like if you just, turned the warmness down on like a bone color, and I think the silver plays into that really nicely. Nick had some nice words to say about this. How do you feel about it, man?
Yeah, I think this is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the stand collar. I love the little box pleat in the back. Yeah.
Yeah.
It fits great. It's super comfortable, breezy. Yeah.
I'd agree.
Amazing.
I mean, yeah. You
Clean.
Can I'm wearing I guess I'm usually like a large XL. I'm taking a 42 here, and you can see it. It's meant to be relaxed. It kind of almost has like a bell shape to it. But the sleeves would fit closer to what you'd expect of a usual shirt of that size. So that's a nice like balance. It doesn't look like you're wearing a shirt that's too big for you. It's meant to be this way. And yeah, you can wear it over top another shirt like this, or you can just wear it on its own. It's gonna wear nice and smooth on skin, especially as you wash it, develop some softness. So really good shirt. I enjoy that a lot. The next up is a personal favorite of mine, and it's a personal of mine because I've been wearing it. I'm hashtag Team Early. I've worn this for maybe about a month now since we've got it in, and I really, really liked it, especially in this like funky transitional time where you don't know if it's warm out today or if it's hot out or cold, or maybe it is when you woke up and now it's hot when you leave and it's a little goofy. This is their kind of like homage to like an 80s jacket, kind of, are we allowed to say members only? I think it's kind of like a members only kind of jacket in shape. It has a lot of details going on, so I'm not gonna wrap them all to you, but the most like immediate, it has two types of closures. It has a button placket with Trouser buttons, and then really substantial hardware. There is a zip closure you can see on the brown version here when it's fully opened up. I tend to just lean to use the button closure more often than not, just because it's an easier one to access. But if you do need that extra security, especially when it's like raining or windy, this will get you like almost weatherproof. And then on the back, it does have some pretty sweet quilting details, only on like that lower back. I feel like it just adds another layer of dimension. It has belt loops on the bottom of where like the cinch back blouson is. So in theory, I guess you could put a belt on it. It doesn't come with one, but you know, I think it's okay. And then it does have these really big, like just single side pockets. Maybe they're easier to see on this guy. You can see he is using it right there. They do button to close if you do need to keep things secure, but otherwise if you just want to use them like regular hand pockets, unbutton it, and it's just like a really nice dimension that you're getting coming out. It's shapes I feel like you didn't expect to see on a jacket, but it just makes sense. There's a hidden hood here for when it rains. And the fabrication, also something to speak to, is silk poly. And that sounds pretty funky, but it's actually super good in inclement weather. Water beads off of it incredibly nice. I've been in like New York downpours, and this has kept me dry all the way. Oh, he wanted me to tell you guys it's a vest because it is. This is what they call a hiker jacket. So I think it's meant to just be that all-terrain, all-season type of thing. So if things are getting too hot, you could zip off the sleeves, and now you got yourself a little vest. Ooh, it comes all the way off. It would be a little bit taxing for me to do this for you right now. But you can see that. But yeah, just trust, it's good. I'm gonna toss it on right now so you can see how it fits. This is a usual size 42, or I'm a usual size 42, and this is a size 42 on my body. It's relaxed, it's roomy, but the sleeves hit where I want them, and this is just what I want to do. I'm certain if you buy this and give this a wear, you're gonna find more details than I told you about it right now. But that's for you to find out. It's like little Easter eggs. You know, just be happy. It's good. Yeah, 2 colors, cola brown, what they call whisper green, which is just, you know, like that really like desaturated off-white with a tinge of green in the middle. It's super good. Next up, we've got the safari jacket. This safari jacket is done in Kaptain Seersucker, which I believe is what, like a cotton silk, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, yeah, cotton silk. This is a cloth that we have ran in the past in different shapes. We have had like other like blousons in it. But this safari jacket, I think we were especially taken by, especially in the like this tonal cream and beige colorway, because it reads the same way that like a sand linen or like khaki safari jacket does, but just in that special Kaptain Sunshine way that just makes it a little bit, I don't know, more fun, but also kind of more formal at the same time. Yeah, the buttons, Trouser nut buttons, everything tonal. That's how I styled this guy, full tonal look. It just really pulls together a fit and does something special that people don't really expect. You're gonna wanna take your usual size. It's gonna fit good. Just a really nice transitional wear layer. The next up is actually a restock. It's something that we had before, but it sold out in like a flash. I don't even think it made it past early access. So we brought it back and in good numbers for you all to cop while you can. And Nick's wearing it right here expertly. It is their like brass button, gold button, double-breasted jacket. This time the cloth is a little bit different. It's still a mohair wool, but it's not the same hopsack. It kind of has almost like a bird's eye to it. There's something a little bit different going on, but it's still a really nice weight and texture for spring summer. How do you feel about it, Nick?
I think it's great.
Yeah.
I just completely fumbled with the functioning buttonhole. So
That's okay.
But you know,
But
it's awesome. Yeah.
The button does
I feel
function.
amazing.
You see here? Look at that. All 3 of them done up. And then on his, he has one button undone, showing that he could be a surgeon in theory.
It's Sprezzy.
Yeah. But the buttons I do actually enjoy, despite them just being this gold, like attention grabby feature. It also has like, it harkens back to Kaptain Sunshine's roots when they were just more of like outdoors Americana wear. It has that same like anchor and ribbon that they used to have.
Looking like a captain in the captain jacket.
Real nautical vibe. It's a nautical. It's amazing. It's amazing. So he looks pretty good, I think, and I think you'll look pretty good too. Take your usual U.S. chest size, and it's gonna fit just right. Yeah, that's how it works. And if you still want to use like that like size shape as a reference, we've got the same model, but this time done in, I believe, what is a linen silk, right? Yeah. And this, we've had a brown suit from them in the past as well, but this time the linen silk takes on a little bit of a life. It has even more of like a sheen than that all dark brown silk did. And the texture that the silk brings, it's almost like a raw silk to it. It's not just like a strict, like a flat shine that you get from usual silk weaves. So I'm just really impressed by it. I think in hand, it really has a lot more special qualities to it than it probably does, unless it looks super good in this light. If it does, then, you know, go off. It's super good. But we have that same jacket there, and we also, like I mentioned, it is a suit. So we have their pleated trouser. It's what they call their shoe cut trouser. So it's gonna be, I guess, similar to like how a boot cut would be cut wide for boots. This is cut a straight leg to wear with shoes. And you can see Kenshawn wearing it with some shoes here. It has the 2 outward facing pleats, really nice like ample top block, but then the leg is super cleaned up just there with that like straight leg. It's not just a full on wide going down. How do you feel about them, Kenshawn?
Oh, these is easy breezy beautiful. I love these things. Yeah, I like when a pant, you know, kind of cinches up real high and then it has like a nice relaxed leg, especially for the summertime. I just feel cool and sexy, and it is a very cool, sexy fabric, and you will look cool and sexy as well.
You look cool and sexy.
Yeah, and it's brown. I love browns.
I agree. Yeah, I mean, you can hold on to them. Yeah, we got the same pant, but also in a I believe navy and like gray or like black seersucker.
Yeah.
So the same details, just done in a much more textured cloth. We should have a matching jacket coming later on. So don't hold me to this. Who knows what happens in the next couple months? But in theory, you should be able to make this into a suit. But otherwise, it pairs up nicely, broken up. Look at this guy standing behind Kenshawn. Look at him.
Check that.
He's wearing the brown. Tell me he's wearing the brown jacket.
He's wearing the brown jacket with the alternate trousers, and you guys can see it works beautifully right here.
So yeah, pretty much, you know, if you want to wear it as a suit, wear it as a suit. Otherwise, you could just wear it on its own, and you're looking cute. That's Captain. Any other thing you guys want to say?
Stay fly.
Stay fly, please, please stay fly. People get so unfly these days, and I really need you all. For me, if you're ever wondering. For us,
all of us.
For everybody. I'm sorry. Yeah, everybody wants you to be fly. So stay fly out.
And like and subscribe and hit the bell.
Yeah.
And comment and email
Yeah.
and call and text
And
DM.
yeah.